Literally, I've only walked like, what, 20 meters from this yellow building to here, and I sat down and I'm already out of breath. Oh, it is just pure war out here. It's a pure war zone. Number 8, there are many, many, many stray dogs. Bienvenidos. Welcome to another video. This time, we are in a new city. We are in Cusco, Peru, and we are at about 3,400 meters above sea level. That's why I'm out of breath. Literally, I've only walked like, what, 20 meters from this yellow building to here, and I sat down and I'm already out of breath. That's the low oxygen level here. I think the oxygen level is at like 85% or something, but it's a little hard to get used to. There's a dog here, we're on the slopes, she's over there, and it is officially our first day in Cusco, first full 24 hours. So right now it is 1:47 in the afternoon. We've kind of hung out for the day because we arrived here in the evening last night and we just took it easy. So this video is all about first impressions, first day in Cusco, Peru. So let's walk around, let's see what we can get into, and give you some facts about Cusco and what you should know for when you arrive to Cusco sometime in the future. When I have more oxygen, of course, because going uphill it's a battle with the lungs. Dog 3, dog 4. All right, we've come up to the top here and we're gonna head down towards San Blas area, the center of Cusco. But you can see, here's the view. Literally 5 minutes walking from our apartment, we have a very good view of Quito. Or wait, Quito? Oh my god. Cusco.
Not enough oxygen to the brain.
Yeah, I'm already forgetting stuff. No, that Quito was last year. This is Cusco. But you can see, you got the green Andes Mountains. Very, very nice. Compared to Lima, Lima's very brown because it's a coastal desert. Here, you have much more nature, much more life in the plants, in the grass, in the mountains. It's quite beautiful. But we're gonna head down this little pathway here towards the San Blas area. And before we get going, check this out here. Look at the way they constructed the paths. You have the runaway areas for all the water. So one thing you need to make sure you do when you come here to Cusco is bring some sunglasses with you. Las gafas del sol, because the sun is very bright. It's very strong at 3,400 meters. And you don't want to ruin your eyes. And at the same time, you want to be able to see clearly. So bring some sunglasses. You definitely won't regret it. And some sunscreen, so you don't get a sunburn. We've already seen a few tourists that look like lobsters, cherry tomatoes. Dog number 5. If you're coming into Cusco and you have a suitcase or luggage that you roll, be prepared. A lot of the roads, the sidewalks are cobblestone. You're just gonna roll it around and hear the probably be a pain in the butt, but try to get a taxi or an Uber directly from the station that you arrive at or the airport right to your hotel or accommodation. It'll make life much easier. Dog number 6. Dog number 7. We've just entered the Plaza de Armas here in Cusco. It's pretty wild. There's probably a few thousand people out here. Everyone's walking around and having fun. You can really hear the echoing of the footsteps on the pavement, the stones, like echoing through the area. And I don't know if it's like a festival or something, but all the kids have water guns, they have this foam, they have water balloons, they're soaking each other. A lot of people of all ages, even families. And maybe this is something typical in the summer, I'm not really sure, but it seems pretty cool. And not a lot of people have their mask on, like me. I have it down because it's hard to breathe, so take my risk, I guess, but it's pretty cool. It is just pure war out here. It's a pure war zone of foam and water balloons and everything. Quite madness. See, I literally just said it's like a war zone out here. I turned off the camera, 5 seconds later, I got soaked. You can't prevent it. I thought those two kids in that car were gonna chuck the water balloons at us, but they didn't. I was ready. I was ready to dodge it. Didn't happen. Somebody did throw a water balloon at us and it hit behind us and splashed us. Honestly, if I knew this was happening, I would have brought out the GoPro today and just went right through the crowd and participated, but because I didn't, that's my loss. Dog number 8. Dog number 9. Dog number 10. I think now's a good time to talk a little bit about the altitude difference here. It is recommended that when you come to Cusco, you take about a day or two just to kind of relax, stay in the city, don't do any crazy adventures, because the altitude change can be a little rough. Some people can experience vomiting, nausea, and headaches and stuff like that. Now myself, I have definitely experienced a little bit of headaches. I've drank coffee, you know, tried to stay caffeinated, have some water, and it helps and it doesn't help. The headache kind of goes on and off, so when you come to Cusco, make sure you're aware of that because it's no fun. You don't want to waste a day doing nothing, but take it easy. Dog number 11, I think, and number 12. Dog number 14 and 15, and also number 16. Dog number 17. Dog number 18. Another thing that is definitely true here in Cusco, from what I've read online, is that here in Cusco, there are many stray dogs just everywhere. I've already seen a few more dogs in the streets around the area that we are walking. No more recording them, it's too many. I'm losing count. I think I left off somewhere 18 or 19. You already know, you see it in the video. Another thing that's very interesting here in Cusco is that when you come here, get away from Plaza de Armas for a little bit, go into the neighborhoods, the side streets, and you will see it's much more quiet. There's less people, less noise, and you can really take in the natural beauty of this city here in Peru. Well, so far today we've done a loop kind of outside of the city center area, the Plaza de Armas, walking by the market and checking out different areas, but we just had to pass back through Plaza de Armas to get to the other side, and you know, it was impossible not to get hit by some water or some water balloons. This wall here is a sign that the Incas were here pretty much. You can see it's very different than most rock walls. Actually, the rocks have different shapes, which makes it stronger together. Like this one, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9, about 9 points on where this rock is touching another one. So it makes the wall stronger and to hold it together, rather than a traditional wall where it's just 4 points. And as you can see up top, there's many of them shaped in different ways. They're smaller rocks, and it is said that this was just a stronger method of building during the time of when they moved all these rocks around and they built their walls and their different buildings and stuff. It's really fascinating. if you come to Cusco or Peru in general, always keep an eye out for the walls to see the different types of architecture and style of how they build things. So as you can see, this wall right here that we're walking by, it has many of these rocks with many different points on them. Now, if you walk all the way down the street and just take a left around the corner, there's actually one very famous rock. And it is so famous because it actually has 12 points. It's considered like the most important one in all of Cusco, I believe. And the problem with that rock is it's so well known, it's so famous that there are people lined up selling things, and it is almost impossible to take a photo by yourself without people being in the picture or without people haggling you. So that's the bad part, but definitely go by there, just see it, maybe try to take a photo if you can and see the difference. Also, here in Cusco, the weather, the climate is very different than Lima and other cities because you are located high up in the Andes Mountains at 3,400 meters. The weather can be chilly, it can be warm, depending on, you know, cloud cover and the sun. So when the sun does come out, it gets very warm. You can wear a t-shirt and everything. So definitely dress properly, have the right clothing for all situations. But because of all the cobblestones, the roads, you're definitely gonna want a good pair of shoes. You don't want to twist an ankle. It's even really easy to stub your toe because a lot of the stones are raised and you have to kind of watch where you're walking. So don't wear sandals. You can, but not the best idea. Well, in terms of the city center area, I will tell you from our experience today, it's very walkable. You can take a taxi if you want to get to certain places, but most of it you can walk to within 25 minutes or so, depending on how far you're going. But I think to get from, you know, the station of where you come in or the airport, it's better to take a taxi to get closer. But most of the places definitely walkable. So you just need them walking shoes and a little bit of food to have the energy, and you're ready to go. All right, another thing that we kind of knew, but we didn't expect too much until we got here, and we kind of really got to see it for ourselves, is that there are hills and hills and hills. Your legs get tired walking up these hills. Takes a lot of energy. But maybe over time you get used to it. I don't know. Alright, we've just made it back to the Airbnb after hiking up a hill. I think that's going to be it for today. We need to rest because tomorrow we have a very important day. We're going to Machu Picchu. It's going to be a long journey. I'm going to show you the whole journey there and at Machu Picchu and the way back. So we need to rest up tonight as we have to leave very early in the morning. But for now, we just bought some chicken. We're going to enjoy that here on our balcony to see the view. And yeah, that's going to be it. So, like always, we'll catch you in the next video. Peace. She's trying to throw it at you. Throw it!
No.
In terms of the city center area,
Sorry.
well, we ordered half a chicken. Maybe we should have ordered a quarter because we got chicken, fries, salad, and in here, rice, and a plethora of sauces. Wow, this is gonna be good.